When I woke up in the morning, I didn't know where I was. The memories from yesterday came flowing back to me. I remember Drake saying he was my boyfriend and everything. Drake wasn't in the bed with me. I was still in pain, but I managed to sit up. When I did, I saw on the edge of the bed there were some clothes and a note on top of them. The note said, "Here's some clothes for you to wear. I'm in the kitchen making breakfast. Come out when you're ready. Love, Drake. P.S. Sorry if the clothes are kind of big. This was the smallest pair of clothes I could find." When I finished reading the note, I smiled and got out of bed. My feet had bandages on them and it hurt to walk. I put on the clothes. It was a gray sweatshirt and a pair of sweatpants. I figured Drake was giving me more comfortable clothes on purpose. I was actually kind of happy that the sweatshirt was too big because I needed to cover up the bandages on my chest. It made it look like they weren't even there. Now my feet were a different story. How was I going to not be late to all of my classes? It hurt a lot to walk. I went out into the kitchen. I saw just now getting a good look at the rest of the house. "Good morning, sleepyhead," Drake said to me. "I just finished making breakfast," he said, gesturing to the bar. "Thanks," I said, limping over and sitting up on one of the bar stools. When I saw Drake looking at me with concern, I knew it had to be about my paws. "You're gonna need a note with feet like that, because you're gonna be late to all of your classes and you shouldn't be doing PE," he told me, pulling out a piece of paper and beginning to write. I knew it was a note. "Yeah, but don't you need it to be written by an adult?" I asked. "Yeah, I'm 18, he told me. "Oh," I said. I didn't know. "Thanks." "Finished," Drake told me. "Now let's get going to school. If we get there early enough, we can go to the office together and give them the note." "Okay," I said, getting down from the bar stool, wincing when my paws touched the ground. When we were outside the building, I got surprised by Drake picking me up and putting me on his back. We both laughed. He gave me a piggyback ride all the way to school. When we got there, he set me down and put his arm around me. And we walked to the main office. When we got there, we saw a happy young tabby cat I recognized from our math class. She must have been one of the students that helped in the office for school. "Can I help you?" she asked cheerfully. When she saw us walk in, when she saw my black eye, she gasped. I guess I look that bad. "What happened to you?" she asked, concerned. "It's a long story," Drake told her as she looked over the desk and saw my feet. He gave her the note. "We'll need some hall passes for him and a PE note." "Sure thing," she said. "It looks like you need them." She gave me my passes and note. She looked up at the clock on the wall. "We should better get going to our homerooms," she told us, leaving the desk she was at. "See you boys in math." Drake and I walked to homeroom, and then we sat down at our desks. Soon other people began to arrive. A tiger girl sat down next to Drake. I sat all alone because at the beginning of the year, we were given the opportunity to pick our own seats, and no one wanted to sit next to me. After homeroom, Drake and I went to our other classes. At PE, my class's coach was shocked when she saw me. I told her about my chest also. I sat out while the class played dodgeball. I almost got hit in the face twice while I was sitting up on the bleachers in gym, so our coach told me to just go wait in the locker room until class was over. When I finally got to my next class with Drake, math, I was so happy. But sadly, when I walked in, I saw Drake sitting next to one of his friends, a jock. He was a brown Great Dane. When I sat down at my seat all alone, I kept looking back at Drake, wishing he was sitting next to me. When the Great Dane saw I was staring at Drake, he tapped him on the shoulder. "Hey dude, watch this," he whispered to Drake as he balled up a piece of paper. Then he threw it at me. "Gay boy!" he called when he threw it. It hit me in the back of my head, which was still sore from yesterday. I put my head down on the desk. The whole class started laughing, all except Drake, who turned to the Great Dane. "Why'd you do that? What did he ever do to you?" Drake asked him, obviously upset. "Hey, I'm just fending off the gays for you, dude," the Great Dane said, laughing. I heard Drake grunt. Then I heard a chair scoot. Then I heard another chair scoot. I looked up and saw Drake sitting next to me. "Come on," he said to the Great Dane. "Throw paper at me. Why don't you call me what you called him?" "But dude, I can't do that. You ain't gay," he said, confused. "And how do you know that?" Drake said to him. I said the jock, seeming more confused by the seconds. "Yeah, see what I mean? You don't know anything about me. For all you know, I could be gay. I could have a boyfriend," Drake said, angry. "But you don't, right? You're not gay, right?" the jock said, looking at Drake with shock. Drake chuckled and shook his head. "Oh, Dominic, you are so wrong," Drake said, and he turned to me. He caressed my cheek and pulled me close to him. I knew what he was going to do, and I was ready. We kissed, just like the night before, but it was shorter, only about 30 seconds long. When we pulled apart, I looked at the class. I heard an awe come from the tabby we saw in the office. The whole class was staring at us. When the teacher walked in, she was kind of confused. The class is always talking a lot when she walks into the room. Drake scooted his chair closer to mine and put his arm around me. "Oh my God! We just kissed in front of the whole class!" I could barely pay any attention to today's lesson. I was just too shocked. When we got there, we... Really, gardeners? Right now? While I'm filming a voice audio only series? Right now, really? You better not be able to hear this in the video. I will sue! I swear to dog, I will freaking sue you!